welcome back to Of Bricks and Dragons. Today we are looking at the helicopter fire rescue set 60411. Okay, so I picked up two of these. Kind of continuing on with a kind of thought that I really want to kind of do at some point is I'd kind of like to do a little G.I. Joe-ish in a way. And I was kind of thinking I could add these in for the Cobra. Now I know I have some other vehicles. And I do have some other military choppers, but I was kind of thinking that these could be a nice little stand-in for would be the geesh, I'm really kind of running into a mental block here this morning while I'm trying to film these. The little helicopter that they have, and I want to call it the Fang, but I could be completely off, and I don't know why my mind is just not doing so well on this today. Okay, so as the fire helicopter though, it is really kind of a nice little build here. We do have the two shooters, which I'm not overly big on. As far as that goes, I mean, I could substitute that and saying that instead of them being water cannons, they could be the laser cannons or whatever. So that would work. We do have some nice doors here, and we have this on both sides. So for firefighting equipment for your little cities, this would work out really nice. They have the five little studs here that we can shoot, because I think I got 10 of them. We got 5 here. I got little binoculars, so I could put binoculars on one side, and then I could put the 5 studs on the other, and that would work. It would keep everything together. And there's 5 there. All right, and then as bring the other 5 over, I have 5 more. So we do have that. So we have some storage here on both sides here. We have the little water cannons. We have the blue for the water tanks. And as we build this, and I'll show you on the other one maybe, hopefully, behind the seat, it's blue back here. So we have like a blue brick to kind of, as you're building this together, to kind of keep you thinking about it, that's another part of the water tank. We have a blue strobe light in the back here. And we have our canopy that kind of opens up, and then our figure sits in here. We do have a nice little display here. None of these are with stickers. This is all printed on. There's no stickers in this set whatsoever, so this is all printed on here. Let's see here. For our tail fin, this is all printed, and right here, the 04, that's all printed on. There's no stickers in there, so that was really neat to see that there's no stickers. We have this here. I should probably butt that up a little bit more, because this would be our engines. Because when you look at a helicopter today, we have little turbine engines to help push us to go forward a little bit more. So otherwise, really what you're doing is you're just kind of going up. You tilt the helicopter, and you're kind of trying to go up, but you're doing this, and you're kind of doing that a little bit more. So with the turbines, it actually helps to push you forward. So that's kind of how that works here. So keeping all that in mind here, this works out pretty good. Take a look at the other one here. So there is only one face. There is a very nice print on here. Has all the nice reflective stuff that you would expect to have for a firefighter. If I don't want to have the helmet on there, we do have hair, but there's only one face. So if I take the hair off and I flip it around, there's only one face, which is fine. It is a nice little print here. So whether you want to have the hair on or you want to have the helmet on, either way, as long as I can get the helmet back on. And if you notice what they've been doing with the helmet, it kind of curves up like it's going around the nose lately. They've been doing that little design on there. Okay, and I kind of mentioned here I was going to do this, so I'm going to try and make sure I stay to my word. If you can see in the back here underneath this piece, there is a blue block, like I said. So we have the blue tanks on the side, and we have that blue block there. So that all kind of sits together. And then this can kind of close up. This was an interesting take. When I had seen this, I kind of thought that was pretty slick, how they have the blades here instead of just doing the 1x2 plates by whatever length or whatever. So this is Technic here, and it actually kind of comes out here. Now the other nice feature on this is if you really were trying to say that they were going to transport this, because we do see this on some of the modern helicopters where they can fold the blades up. You could fold it up while they're in storage, or if you really wanted to, if you wanted to have some fun with it, you could kind of fold it down so it doesn't really go anywhere, and it's all within the same parameters. So that would really work too. Either way, however you want to do it, it would work out really well. So, and of course the figure goes in there fairly nicely. I get him sitting here a little bit, and we have the other one in there. Oops. There we are. Okay. And there we are. So a nice little build. Being only 85 pieces, it did not take me all that long to really put the two sets together. So nice, fun little set. I'm sure this is going to be worth hours of imaginative play for any little tyke that really wants to play with this. I know for an old fellow like me, it's going to sit on a shelf probably for a while before I finally get around to trying to do like a little G.I. Joe something or other. For my little G.I. Joe comic that I was doing there for a little bit, you know, I don't have very many views on it. I just don't have, you know, if it's something I knew was something that people were really interested in. You know, the whole thing is I'm a tiny little channel too, and I do a smorgasbord of things. You know, maybe it's just not enough people out there knowing it's even there too. So we'll pick up on some of this stuff when I get a little bit more time and that. The hardest thing is I really work through an entire weekend, so it's like I'm working a whole stretch, and then I got a couple days off. So trying to get everything balanced out, trying to get some things done in between. It's just not the easiest with the way the schedule kind of works. And of course, like anybody else, I want to spend some time with the wife and the family, so that way we can have some fun time together too, trying to see the wife and kids. So trying to balance it all, it's all a lot of fun. And we do have to add in here, we have some little fire pieces, so you could put this almost anywhere. So if you want a building on fire, you could set it on top of the building, and you could have them just spraying the water. Unfortunately, with things going on in they call it the Panhandle there in Texas, so I'm thinking northern Texas. If you're seeing it's a wildfire or something else, you could do that too. And God bless all the people trying to fight the fires there. They need all the help they can get. But you know, it adds a lot of flexibility as to what kind of play the kids want to do. Like I said, it doesn't take all that long to put together, but you know, I'm sure if you put this together and put, you know, you have some like a fire truck or something else, it could be a lot of fun. Just the helicopter alone I'm sure you can have a lot of fun out of this. I know as a kid my imagination was always out there too, so you know, to sit there and say you're trying to put out the fires and whatever. But I wanted to pick up two of these. These were $10 a piece, so not a bank breaker there as far as that goes. So it's not like you're talking about a very expensive set, and hopefully it gets the kids playing and getting their imagination going. Maybe flown once or twice around a kitchen table here in you know, many homes. Whatever happens there. For sure, probably I could see this being flown around in the living room by someone going wampta wampta, or whatever sounds they want to use. So, all right. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoy the little look at this. These are very neat, very cute. I mean, my thought for these is for doing like a story with trying to help save communities and everything else. It's not saying I couldn't use these as actual firefighting helicopters, but one of the things I was thinking of for my little storyline when I can get to it is, you know, if you have a I'm thinking GI Joe-ish, like Cobra, where you have a organization that's trying to sneak into places. If they had little helicopters that look very similar to other helicopters, it'd be easier to sneak in. Um, that's just my kind of thought there. Uh, but we'll see what we come up with. Maybe these will just work for my fire department after all. I don't know. We'll see where my adventures get going when I get going on them. Like I said, I am fairly busy with everything else and trying to get everything going that I'd like to do. I just don't have the time, and sometimes I just need a little downtime too. So, all right, well, thanks again for visiting. Hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video.